Welcome back. Now, new data shows the Ebola outbreak intensifying in Sierra Leone, even as it stabilizes or declines in other West African countries. Well, the World Health Organization says Sierra Leone reported 537 new confirmed cases in the week ending November 30th, a jump of more than 150 over the week before. In its latest update Wednesday, the WHO says the outbreak has largely stabilized in Guinea and Liberia. Now, the overall Ebola death toll is slightly more than 6,000. Well, because of the size and seriousness of the Ebola outbreak, VOA and the BBC are collaborating in order to give audiences in Africa and around the world access to the best information and content available. Well, this report focuses on the impact Ebola is having on Guinea. Today, the BBC takes us to the village where Ebola first appeared.
It's a treacherous journey to ground zero, where this outbreak first began. This is the trip many of the sick have to make to get help. We're heading to Milandu village, where Ebola first emerged, probably carried by fruit bats. Etienne's 2-year-old son Emile was West Africa's first victim of Ebola. He tells me how his daughter Philomene became ill soon after Emile died. Then his heavily pregnant wife started showing the same symptoms. She died shortly after giving birth. Her baby was stillborn.
When I think about them, I feel very sad. The pain is too much. I just can't bear it. But then I have to say to myself, they've gone. I just have to accept it and move on.
Ebola has robbed this community of 26 mothers, fathers and children. But people in this village are working hard to keep the virus out. There hasn't been a case here since March. Experts now have a much clearer picture of how the outbreak started. What's less certain is how and when it will end.
There's no sign of a slowdown here. This treatment centre, 80 kilometres from the village, has only been open for a week. Today, it's had to close admissions.
I will say I'm a bit pessimist, unfortunately. Looking at the first week of data we have, it's increasing a lot. We cannot reach the population. People are hiding in the villages. Families are hiding the sick people, but also the dead bodies.
This is often the consequence of fear and denial in communities. Families hit by Ebola are put under an informal quarantine. 2 people recently died here. Many of their loved ones are now at risk, including Mamadi, the brother of one of the victims.
I'm praying God that sickness can go forever. You know, we praying God for that. You know, just present here, we're very happy for that.
Back where it all started, the community at Milandu has learned the hard way how to keep the virus out. For Etienne, the horror started well before the world understood what this outbreak was capable of. But he never knew the graves he dug for his wife and children would be the first of many thousands. Tulip Mazumdar, BBC News, Milandu Village, Gekadu.
Well, that was Tulip Mazumdar reporting for BBC.